down, trying to get up close and personal with the jewelries. In fact, he might just go around the corner here, but that's a big mistake. Regardless, takes full advantage of it.
Ramp catch him out. It's an intense couple of duels going on here, and Burr from Sky on the swing. He's going to catch Buzz by accident. He was aiming for the man behind him, but in a 4v3 now. This retake still looks like a bridge too far. We're going to need to see a lot of kills come through very quickly here as the bomb is tapped. Zipic has made his way down Ivy. It's a great kill there. Bomb has stopped being defused though, and with that, it is a gorgeous round. More on that guy bit, but firstly, a nade to the face.
Yeah, and Zip follows up. There's an immediate trade, but Buzz is here, just trying to make sure that this doesn't spiral too far out of control. Burr from Sky digged out low, and then the adjustment onto TMB is brilliant. And more importantly, Buzz even escapes with his life. So that just makes it so much more difficult for Copenhagen Flames to at least trade out. Here strikes Device onto HiGHLiGHTS. Not the true warp head-to-head, since...
Yeah, just needs to ensure that Burr from Sky doesn't peek at the wrong time, and Riles, he plays that one to the first gone round. As Utility continues to raid down, Brandon. It's getting harder and harder for Astralis to stick this as Burr from Sky, not known to be an author, still manages to pick one up.
It's done. There's no time. Yeah, they haven't got it. Astralis, no kit. Honestly, no clue as to where Rolls was on the minimal pressure over towards A, and the run boost didn't even catch out Buzz, but HiGHLiGHTS' bullets do the job.
He receives some straight on back, dancing around the back of Sight. Glaive does actually catch TMB. They've been joined by a teammate as they dance around the back of Generator. Riles ensures that it takes two to tango. One will fall. Glaive does trade. Time is running low. The bomb can get planted. Burr from Sky, again not known to be an AWPer, misses a shot as BlameF finds one instead. BlameF, a fantastic duo of shots. As Glaive will shut things down. Around the edge of that A-ramp smoke. HiGHLiGHTS, though, is here to receive. And this time he does have the big green, but Buzz also has a scout to attack medicine, and their entire plan could fall apart. But just Buzz alone on the site for now. Has three to deal with. Rotations coming. They just need to capitalize on the frags here. As the boost doesn't get anything done, HiGHLiGHTS does instead. First man down for Astralis. Kicking, Util lacking on the single flashbang remains. As TMB, how has he gotten there? Device does trade though, and they do push towards the side. But for HiGHLiGHTS, they find one apiece. BlameF finally will trade things out, but it's only him left in the 1v1. HiGHLiGHTS, despite his low HP, he might have done enough. And yes, he has. There's not enough time for Blame.
Astralis finding the opening kills on these rifle rounds. However, as soon as I say that, Burr from Sky just finds two at B and makes me eat my words temporarily and makes Astralis, oh,
good lord,
eat a whole lot worse.
Oh, but the timing though, and lose to both of them. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Burr from Sky finally goes down, and Device had to clear his angle, or will they anticipate him being down the stairs? They do not clean him, and with that, Afamas is traded on out. And Device finds another one, leading Riles into the 1v1. BlameF, he's got a lot less to do now thanks to the AWPer's prowess on the rifles. BlameF catches Riles off guard, and by God, what a hero round there from
the head down, avoiding flashbangs, ready for contact. And speaking of, Device has found it yet again. Instead, just tries to lock in Borup with Exit taking the first contact. This is perfectly played by the B players.
BlameF even more so. He's up close and personal. This appears to be his favourite spot as Burr from Sky finally spots him out and removes him. But Device, he's overwatching, catches the first, and Burr from Sky, well, he's just a sitting duck, it seems. Or perhaps not. Device is decapitated in the process. But Zipix again on a cheeky flank. Well, he cuts down and two up-and-come. Well, you can't call BlameF an up-and-comer anymore, but Buzz very much is so. And as they come up the ramp, Blade sprays down the first in Burr from Sky. No more entries for him. And again, it just looks so locked down for Astralis. BlameF, a great readjustment and roll. On the CT side.
Oh, hang on. No, it's fine. Zipnix does step back in to cover. There's even a break if you're the Flames.
Yeah, I mean, with a man deficit, okay, maybe not. Borup, that's a low bomb site. Nades, they do rain back in reply, but Borup does at least get the bomb down. Falls to the Flames, though. And HiGHLiGHTS, he's good, but is he 1 versus 3 against Astralis good? Very nervous about a rear flank. Zipex has ensured that conditioning is there, but Zippix has now been killed in front of him, so he can feel a little more comfortable in deciding that both are in front of him on the site. Also, sticking the bomb does go down. Device is none the wiser to his opposition's position. HiGHLiGHTS continues to dance around the short side, but with that bomb being stuck, HiGHLiGHTS needs to swing on it, needs to find that shot. Will miss the opener through the smoke, and with that, Device try and kill a diffuser. And HiGHLiGHTS gets completely caught off by that circumstance. Bird from Sky again caught off by the AWP of Device. He's been in the same position round after round, but still finding so much impact, so many opening kills. And look at him chasing them down. Look at the confidence Device is exhuming. In Flames, they've just been sandwiched again, and nobody is watching the angle. HiGHLiGHTS goes down to 4v2. It's a nightmare scenario for the Danes.
Copenhagen Flames cannot get the best of him in these openers. TMB, that's a good reposition, but doesn't expect Buzz to be walking alongside Glaive.
Perfectly placed. Zippix has no idea, but unfortunately for Borup, Buzz sees him leave said smoke to again deal with a B-side push, but this time there's 3 to Vitali to deal with. Zippix finds the first, quickly traded, but Glaive is there with Buzz. I love this little crossfire. Buzz from Quad goes unchecked, and he's got so much utility to keep himself alive. Does have to use his smoke, but it's no real issue. Bird from Sky runs on in, spamming down, and Buzz does actually fall to that spam.
Another nade can be thrown on as well. Sky does move out the way and fully blind. Oh, hang on a second. It looked a little bit dangerous, but Glaive cleans up Astralis.
But it's still going to be a nightmare retake for the Flames. Buzz catches Bird from Sky. Zippix another. Wow. Was that a Glock burst? My God, HiGHLiGHTS falls Tandu. Falls back, tries to bait in a couple, does at least decapitate Device, but Buzz is there for the trade. No machine turning. And I think Buzz will be a great piece of the puzzle when he finally warms into a very structured role as Glaive. Well, that they will not be afforded again if they lose here. Bird from Sky does at least decapitate Glaive. Not the cleanest of engagements, but he gets...
Look at these rotates. 3 players already on A. Device finds 1. That was the original ramp player. Wasn't sure if he was expecting TMB, but how on earth do you account for HiGHLiGHTS, who's just hit himself in towards Gap? They're not really checking. HiGHLiGHTS on the swivel. Now he's been spotted. Zip! Oh my goodness me, what an incredible shot. Borup left all alone, scratched his head, wondering how on earth do I need to try and clutch this up, or...
Side of Astralis, as they look to do some preliminary damage, but oh, TMB, that is at least a nice start. Zippix, Copenhagen Flames, but no longer, as the full might of Astralis' utility just comes on into play, but so does Bird from Sky. Glaive goes down, and there's a readjustment. As you said, I don't think there's enough time for that bomb to go down, especially not now. Beautifully done at Flame F. He's actually killed off the time. Device. Can he cling on? Yes, he can. That's a lovely one.
Flame F now wants to take matters into his own hands. The spam. Oh, and rolls. Does get rid of him. Device. Fire.
Device. Well, the retaliation damage is nice, but Rolls' extension. A nice change of pace for the Flames here as Borup finds another. Clinging onto his life in the back of Quad. Also buys time for some rotation to come in. And the grenade sails on over from CT as Glaive sails up close and personal. TMB loses his head as Rolls ensures Zippix goes down after the bomb plant. And I don't think the IGL is long for this world. No, very quickly removed. That's a pretty close nade to the face. Down to 78, but oh, he actually wins that opening engagement, and Bird from Sky another Device. I'm enjoying this man advantage for the Flames right now. Oh, but not for long.
A shot, and I like this.
Full commitment seems to be delivering, but HiGHLiGHTS delivers a killing blow, and down goes Buzz early doors. A nice spray comes through from Glaive, though. It does even up the numbers, but look at how steadfast HiGHLiGHTS is on this angle. Doesn't deal with Device, though, and Device claps back immediately. Borup now. Smoke angle. The one-way does not work out, and so he goes creeping straight into Device's crosshair. From Sky, looks to support his teammate in Rolls. A bit of spam comes through, but by God, Device, does he even see Bird from Sky there? Or was that just elegance and luck?
He even wallbang Rolls to give up the audio cue, and that's why 3 players have just swung on him. Now HiGHLiGHTS stuck. Molly doesn't actually land, but it still gives away his position. Device is on the burst fire with the Glock. I don't know what's going on, but Astralis, they're winning out every single engagement. TMB does strike back, but guess what? It's him in a 1 versus 5.
Yeah, Vinay gets 1, but not much else. Zippix, that TMB, they've ensured the entirety of middle is cleared on out for Borup. very quickly cleaned out as there is a boost at the top of the stairs, and Buzz gets a freebie onto Bora.
No, they tried the run boost.
Oh, no.
They tried the run boost and he missed. Oh dear,
no.
Float. But with Buzz in his close position, everyone compounding, bullets raining through so many smokes. Astralis, they're in touching distance and closing out Copenhagen Flames' map pick. And with Zip just on the edge of this smoke,
to even defuse, there's no kit in hand. The Deagle sitting lonely, Raul sitting lonely, and Glaive rips his head cleanly off, putting him out of
the river straight down the middle of the map. Through red they go, bounding out, Bird from Sky. It takes him a while to deal with the Vice, and that allows Astralis a lot of opportunity. My goodness me, 1 kill for 4. They'll take that all day long. Bomb planted. Great. But the issue you've got is that Rolls is completely isolated in Donut. There's no chance that rifle to be recovered, and Blame F is just doing his favourite thing in the world.
Oh, he loves a good eco frag. He's absolutely farming them up here in the Vice. Finally puts Regali to bed. Use code CCT for a free 70 cent and a 10% deposit bonus. As Device again deposits left to the head of Bird from Sky. TMB does successfully trade on out. There's a bit further damage onto Blame F as well. 4 up now. Oh my goodness. Gets nothing done as Glaive immaculately removes him from play. Raul's cut off by a Molotov. There's not much he can really do in return. Glaive, though, surely he's going to turn around for this. Raul does get one, but it's a swift trade from the IGL, but TMB's position goes yet unchecked. And as I say that, Blame F gets a 2K spray down, and the round is over.
At least they're playing further back, but Blame F has got complete control of the bomb site. And in fact, Bird from Sky's flashbang will actually aid him out. This is incredible. There are trades aplenty with chaos on the server. It's a 2 versus 2. You have that C4 and you've rotated away, but Device is being held by Regali, and suddenly Copenhagen.
Brendan, but I think Regali might have spotted him. Sees the barrel now, cuts him down cleanly, and finally
their approach. They're going to run it right back.
Oh my goodness, the timing eludes Borup completely, and with that, Bird from Sky is mullered where he stands. Borup spams back through the smoke, but to no avail as again the site is taken so swiftly by Astralis. Blame F another as TMB gets nothing done, and in a matter of seconds, it's a 1v5 for Regali. Does find the first. Will he walk into the open arms of Regali, or will he catch a timing here as they play ring around the roses, and Regali does come up trumps for this. The timing difference has changed by only 1.5 seconds from the CT spawn, but still it has changed this map in a wondrous fashion, making it a lot more even as Device evens up the man count. Peeks back in for further carnage. Regali, though, does trade on back.
Playing the discipline. But Zip this is turned around. That's a nice shot. There's more where that came from as well. Zip can just try and pen them in, but no, instead, that's going to have at the moment. But Blame F is pushing, and he decapitates TMB.
That is a dastardly execution there, as now Regali and Bird from Sky, they had the advantage, but now health is whittled, man count whittled further. And Regali here, and Bird from Sky does give up his position here with the MP9, and Device ensures that Regali is
trying to get that C4. Copenhagen Flames thought it's going to be potentially another one of these reset to A rounds, and worst case scenario, you just...
And as I discussed previously, that's not going to be a replicatable theme.
And you kind of take a look at those stats, it really tells a story. Perfect grenades, by the way, just ricocheting off.
She unlearned when it comes to the map of Ancient. And Glaive, that is promiscuous. Down goes Raul's, leaving a single discombobulated B defender, in Bird from Sky does now have help in the form of Regali, but Bird from Sky doesn't need help, at least for now, in K, but that Molotov, it spreads wide, and so does Glaive with his swing. 4 versus 2. He's not even had an AWP for half the time. Device about to peek on him with his big green, though will ensure the Device has not netted that opportunity. 4 up now, swings as well into a 2v2, and perhaps a lifeline in the round for this squad.
Oh, Blame F, this is a dangerous game. You're trying to win out on Borup. Shows us exactly why. Glaive, at the very least, does have the bomb on his back, but with 15 seconds left, he's thinking about progressing through middle. That's a good find onto Regali, and knows that Borup was a pistol because it's faster than reloading. Borup is just going to try and stick the bomb, call Glaive's bluff, and it's worked perfectly. Copenhagen Flames steal away a 2 versus 4. It's going to be the play for Copenhagen Flames, because right now, oh, that's a good response. Borup just through the wood panel. It's round number 11.
Yeah, I mean, it's finally an opening kill, something they've struggled for a very long time, but TMB jump on that angle. Map is fast, but can he outdo the young Romanian star as Glaive? That's a 12th kill to his tally. It's the Glaive and Blame F show here, both putting up an immeasurable performance, but Regali outdoes himself again. Blame F felled, bore up another, device goes down, and finally we're starting to see the recurrence of a bit of a dynamic duo on Copenhagen Flames here. Glaive charging out the top of ramp, gets shut down by Borup again in the defense. Able to win out this first half. Borup you have to win this duel though, and down goes Glaive. Another to fall, perhaps not. Instead, the Vice trades back. And Zipix a Molotov into Cable, deny Ral's any trading opportunity. A miserable game from him so far. 2 in 10 is his KD, his Buzz. Shows the opposition.
Well aware of it as well. His Blame is stuck between 2 defenders, and Rolls actually comes back to help. The issue you've got is no, never mind. Regali finds Device. This is now a
for his own confidence and for another round of Vitali, edging his way out, catches Buzz. A fantastic position to strike from, but Zipix, he's still alive and kicking, but unfortunately cut off by a Molotov. It's not going to be enough to stop him. Zipix, a 1 versus 3 clutch. Well, I said that it had to be more than just Device and Blame F showing up. Wow. Oh my god, Device shows up for a damn good for Flames. They're bringing the kitchen sink into this round. Oh, and okay, the CZ does good work. Blame F, swift to trade it back.
Well, look at Buzz.
Oh, yeah. That's saucy. Big kill onto Bird from Sky. Honestly, I hope they do, because I love it when Flames is competitive, especially against the likes of us. No, and not in a dominant as fashion as this. TMB, though. Oh, dominated early doors. Buzz, it's a lovely entry. Bird from Sky cut off behind a veil of smoke. In fact, he doesn't even get the opportunity to frag as he's cut down immediately.
Got a flashbang on Glaive, he can potentially lob through, but no, they decide to concede it.
Here, in fact, 2 of his teammates have even worse KDs. 4 and 11, 4 and 12, and TMB looks to improve that slightly, but Device swift to trade him out. Would you look at that from Blame F? Bird from Sky caught running away, but his frags have been few and far between. Regali, oh my god, that's a cracker of a shot, but it's a 3v3 still. Piece, but at least it has delayed for another 8 seconds. Ral's very nice headshot onto Zip. Regali, another, and by god, they have actually done it. They do.
It surprised me that the odds are quite that insane. Blame F takes first contact, tries to bait in Buzz, but he's caught between 2 mines.
They look to make some noise, but the bomb's not actually committing here. And Regali, my goodness, he really has had a stunner of a series. He's now out finally. Looks to put a bullet in the back of the head of Regali. Device, you might want to land your shot. Oh, that's a rough one, Brandon. Is it now a 2v4 for Astralis?
Yep, and they now know it's on B. We're going to reset back in towards A. But no, they didn't. They stuck to the process, and it did work out. It's a very...
Bird from Sky committing alone towards Donut has been baited into a crossfire. Lovely stuff by Blame F. Buzz find another. TMB only good for the single trade, and with that, Copenhagen Flames already fighting from the back lines. Glaive goes down with Borup. Or excuse me, ensures Borup goes down to his fragging. Blame F finds TMB, and this leaves just Regali in a 1v3, and it's not looking fantastic for him here as Glaive is just toying with his food. And now he could go down after time, Brandon.
On what's going on, and by resetting in towards middle with the double donut setup, just worked out perfectly. Although there is a 1-for-1 trade towards A main to kick things off. Look at the amount of control Astralis have in towards mid, and Buzz finding TMB. That's going to force...
Nobody's really looking for this push, and oh, he rips the head straight off the bomb carrier. Great information gained, and with that,
look at this push from Bird from Sky. It's so close, but Blame F will just win it out anyway. And Regali is not long for this world either. He peaks. Everything is done with intent. And now look at Device. He's pushing. He's making sure that this round is locked in for Astralis. Bird from Sky gets deleted by both bullets and HEs. Rolls meets the same fate. It's all Device in the kill feed. But the utility is sparse. That's why it's going to be a quicker play. Straight up towards B. Rampant Device is here. The spray is good for 2. Glaive with another flashbang, but caught in between 2 mines. 3 versus 3, bomb planted. And everyone is kitted up on the Astralis side, and Buzz is looking to push through here. Borup unable to deny, not enough HP to get the job done. And with that, Buzz find another gorgeous stuff from the youngster. Vanukin on the block, and TMB, he does catch one, but it's still a 1v2. Zipx cuts him down. Is there enough time on the clock, though? It's going to be a close one. Blame F will be sticking it, and oh, in the nick of...